when I became a free agent after the World Series, I told everybody, I told my agent to tell everybody, look, I'm not going to, say I'm going to be a free agent and want to open it up to everybody. I said because, that's not the way that I do things. I want to be honest with people. And so I said, look, it's between the Blue Jays and Toronto. It's between Toronto and Kansas City. I said, that's the only two teams that I want to talk to. I didn't want to bring the Yankees in to up the asking price, the Dodgers or anybody else, but I let it be known that it's either Kansas City or Toronto. And Mr. Ewing Kaufman at the time was the owner of the Royals, and we sat down and we discussed it and talked about it. And when the time came to make an offer, they made a very generous offer, and so did the Blue Jays. And one thing that Mr. Kaufman said, he says, "Look, are we in the ballpark? Do we have a chance?" I said, "Yes, you've got a great chance. These are the only two teams that I want to look at and who I want to play for." And after he made this really unbelievable offer, my agent asked me about sitting down, and he told me, and I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive. And they wanted to know, was I going to sign with the Royals? And I said, well, I'm a man of faith, and I believe in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I said, look, when God tells me where he wants me to play, then that's who I'm going to sign with. It's not about the money. It's not about what I want, but I know he knows what's best for me. And so my wife and I, we prayed about it and had been waiting for an answer. And after the Royals made that generous offer, that night I went to sleep, and I had a dream. And I was walking to the ballpark with Devon White, and I was dribbling a basketball. And that, because I love playing basketball. And when I got to the stadium was completely dark. And when I walked up to the stadium, the lights came on, and it said, "Welcome to the Sky Dome." True story.
Wow.
The next morning when I woke up, and my wife would tell you, there were Blue Jays all in my backyard. And so I was like, wow. So I said, I'm signing with Toronto.
Amazing.
And that was, of course, the fans here in Kansas City were very disappointed. My neighbors, they had already just knew I was going to play in Kansas City and be here, and it would have been a great place. But, God had something else for me. And then going to Toronto and winning it back-to-back and being involved in the last out in 92, and then being involved in the last play at 93, pretty